I've watched Love on the Spectrum since before I knew it was AuDHD. The Australian version of the first couple of American seasons, all of it, without a single clue that I was autistic or AuDHD. Then in 2025, I got my diagnosis, and watching season 3 through brand new AuDHD eyes was potent. Everything landed differently. I was seeing things I missed entirely, or seeing them and finally having words for what I was looking at. Now I'm over a year out. March is my diagnosis anniversary month, and here we are, season 4, and I'm watching it differently again. Every season I come to this show as a different version of myself. This time I'm more settled in what I know about my brain, less raw, more fluent in reading what I'm seeing. So, episode 1. I already have a lot of thoughts. The scripting moment. Logan, his train thing, and then the moment I had to pause the TV over. He asks the producers, do I need to write a script for this? And they say, no, just be yourself. And I had a good little smirk because you do understand we are constantly scripting ourselves, right? Every day, every social situation, constantly running internal scripts to figure out what to say, how to say it, so that we're perceived the right way and not misperceived, especially with those of us who are high masking, especially around people who aren't our safe people, the people we can unmask around, even just a little. Logan asking if he needs a script is both the funniest and most relatable thing I've seen on this show in a while. Because, yeah, mate, we always do. We just don't say it out loud. The giggle, I recognised. Then there's Emma. She's sitting in the living room with her roommates, and she's giggling constantly. And the roommates are going, oh, she's always like this. And I'm watching, thinking, she is not relaxed. She is stimming like an absolute MFer right now. That giggle is regulation. Her nervous system is working overtime to keep her okay in that space. I know this because I did it. All through my teenage years, most of my 20s, and somewhere in my 30s, I moved past it. I'm not entirely sure how, but for a long time, that was me. People would ask, why are you always giggling at the end of your sentences, Vanessa? And I thought I was just nervous and anxious, which I was, but the nervous and anxious was coming from somewhere I didn't have language for yet. It was undiagnosed AuDHD in social situations around people I didn't feel safe with, and the giggling was just a vocal stim. I was regulating myself. I just didn't know that's what it was. I looked at Emma and I saw it immediately. The scripts were handed. There's a third thing with Emma I want to sit with because I think it matters specifically through an AuDHD lens. When they ask her about relationships, about intimacy, what she's looking for, it comes out so cleanly, so rehearsed, hook, line, and sinker. And I thought, that's the script too. But it's not one she wrote herself. It's one she's been handed since birth. And here's the AuDHD part of that. With rejection sensitivity, with the way our brains can struggle to question systems we're deeply embedded in, Mormonism, with the way we can suppress the things that don't fit, what I've heard called putting it on the shelf. If something's not sitting right, you just put it up there. Don't look at it, don't deal with it, put it away. I think Emma's shelf might be pretty full. I'm not her, I don't live her life, but I see an AuDHD person who's been handed a very specific script about who she is, who she should want, what her life should look like. And I find myself wondering, when does she get to write her own? That's the thread I'll be watching across this season. Still learning, still showing up.